This week marks 8 years since a baby vanished from Anderson County. The case has both stumped investigators and broken hearts around the community, and it remains one of the biggest missing persons cases in Anderson County. Leonna Wright had just turned 1 when she vanished from her family's apartment in Pendleton back in 2015. Investigators say she was in the care of her mother's boyfriend when she was last seen alive. The sheriff at the time says deputies were initially given inaccurate information. They were told that the apartment door was left unlocked and Leonna either crawled or walked away. Now, this part is significant because it changed how this case was handled going forward. The former Anderson County sheriff said investigators lost valuable time in the first critical hours of their search. Now, Chad McBride, the current sheriff, took office about a year and a half later. He says this case prompted them to make changes to the way they handle missing persons cases involving children.
If the child was really missing, what are our protocols if a child were to leave, wander off, run away, whatever the case may be. Certainly in Leonna's case, we don't believe she went missing. We know that she was murdered, and that's what we believe. But as far as a child that wanders off and, how whether it's setting perimeters, calling in for extra help, manpower, volunteers, other agencies, etc., we learned a lot that we were able to put into play for other cases.
In 2020, the sheriff's office announced a break when 2 men were charged in relation to her disappearance, one with homicide by child abuse and another for discarding her remains. At the time of the arrests, 10th Circuit Solicitor David Wagner said that the Anderson County Sheriff's Office had obtained warrants before prosecutors had finished reviewing the case. The sheriff responded back saying the solicitor's statement was potentially reckless and could damage the state's case. Now, a year later, charges against both men were dropped. On the 8-year anniversary of Leonna's disappearance, Sheriff Chad McBride said he is committed to getting justice for the 1-year-old and believes there are people out there with information that could help them solve this case.
The 2 people that we feel that's responsible in Leonna's death, we also believe that they're not the types to keep their mouth shut. I think there's a couple of people out there that probably have some very close
knowledge. While the sheriff believes 2 people are responsible for Leonna's murder, no other charges have ever been filed. Now, we will continue to stay on top of this case and update you with any new information we find out.
Thanks for watching Fox Carolina News. Watch us live wherever you are, on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.